Kudos to Mr. Trump. Isn't he the same person who wanted, or you can say demanded, the Nobel Peace Prize? I wonder why he didn't get one. So they said that US attacked Venezuela because of drugs, democracy and illegal migrants. But if this is true, then why is the story starting from oil and ending with US dollar? So the president of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, and his wife were dragged from their bed midnight by the US Delta Force and were flown away to their country, taken into custody. So the parliament of Venezuela, the presidential palace, military base with F-16 jets, airport at Al Hatilo were damaged in this attack, according to the reports. I agree that Maduro was a terrible dictator for his people, because we have seen people coming out on streets and celebrating his absence. But US said that this attack was done for the goodness for the people of Venezuela. Who knows? Who knows what US has planned for the people of Venezuela? So Venezuela is not a small player. It holds the largest proven oil reserves on the earth. Over 303 billions of barrels, which is nearly 20% of the global oil reserves, which is more than Saudi Arabia, more than Russia, more than USA. Did you hear that? More than USA. So now, is this really about drugs? Here's something that you should know. Venezuela stopped selling its oil only in US dollars, and instead it started accepting other currencies like China's yuan and other alternative payment system. This wasn't just an economic decision. It was a direct challenge to dollar dominance. And you know what? The US dollar is just not powerful because it's a paper. It is powerful because the oil is traded in dollars. And this system is called as petrodollar. It forces the countries to hold dollars, strengthening the US dollar's influence globally. So when a country breaks away, it doesn't just threaten the market, but it also threatens the hegemony. And that's why the critics argue that the pressure on Venezuela is less about democracy and more about discipline, sanction, political isolation, and leadership destabilization. And when a sitting president appears to be forcefully removed or controlled, this sends a dangerous message to the world. If this is normal, then Russia can point out to Ukraine and say that we are protecting our interests. Then China can also point out at Taiwan and say that we are preventing a threat. So the rules collapse when the power replaces principles. And this is how a regional conflicts turn into a global confrontation. So this is just not about Venezuela, this is just not about oil, this is just not about America. It is about the world shifting from one currency, one power to many centers of influence. And history tells us that when empires feel threatened, the whole world feels this shockwave.